We must surround ourselves with people that are big thinkers and dreamers, because if we have a bunch of people that don't think that way, then we're probably not going to advance our efforts. You're listening to Working Forward, a future of work focused podcast from People Forward Network. These episodes pave the road ahead, helping us confidently step into the future as a leader who moves people forward. Let's go. Hey, it's Nikki Lewallen Gregory, and this is the Dream Chase and Lead Others to Dream series. This episode is intended to inspire and challenge you and me. Let's design our ideal life, define our dreams, believe in ourselves, and go take action. Now, let's get to it. Hey, it's Nikki Lewallen Gregory back on the Working Forward podcast to continue our journey on living a life of our dreams and teaching other people how to do the same. I can't reiterate enough that as a leader, if you are tapping into the why of your people and the dreams that they have for their life, and sometimes it is encouraging them to dream and helping them understand how to dream, and then helping to connect the dots on making those dreams come to life, there's not a more impactful effort you could make than truly understanding who that person is and what they want to do with their life and helping them to do that. So talk about, meaningful work when you're in the workplace and you're doing the job that hopefully is in your strength space and you love to do, but coming alongside that, the workplace becomes a platform that helps you to go after your dreams and challenges you to think about those and put an action plan in place. And you have a leader or leaders that are helping to make that happen. Dang, I got inspired by the book, The Dream Manager by Matthew Kelly in my early 20s. And it's so aligned with this. It's about how can we at work create a benefit for our team members where our leaders become dream achievers with them. They're the dream managers, if you will, to help people reach those dreams. So today I want to take a next step in, we've talked about like how to dream, what holds us back, actions to take, how to action plan. And I think something important to hit on is who we surround ourselves with. We must surround ourselves with people that are big thinkers and dreamers, because if we have a bunch of people that don't think that way, then we're probably not going to advance our efforts. And we can't just have like one person in our life that dreams and everyone else that kind of stifles or questions or picks that. It's really important to be strategic and proactive about the people that we place in our lives. And these are for different areas and needs of life. My husband and I have a podcast called Addicted to Betterment, because I think we are addicted to betterment. We're always working on how can we get better. And we use a practice called the life wheel. And it is a circle. You cut it into pieces of pie, like say like a pizza. And all of the different slices represent the different hats you wear in life or different roles that you have. And it's so important that in certain areas we have support systems and people that help us advance. And I think, in certain areas of our life, or maybe like our whole life, we have a core set of people that are big thinker, dreamer, you can do anything. Let's go. Let's overcome. We're not going to let the shame hold us down. I believe in you. That type of person and people around us. So my challenge is for you to think about who in your life that you are surrounded by right now encourages you to dream, helps you to take next steps, gives you ideas and resources. And you're going to want to be that for other people too. As you continue this journey, you want to be that. This series is about how to dream and go after it, but then also how to lead others to dream too. So the message here is surround yourself with dreamers. So number one, we have to realize we are who we surround ourselves with. There's statistics out there that say like we are the average of the top 5 people we spend our time with or whatever. In this area of topic around dreaming, it's important for us to think about proactively stacking our deck with the people in our lives that are going to elevate us to dream and think big. And so I just encourage you to think about who are those people in your life, and now who do you need in your life, and being proactive about finding those types of people to build relationships with, friendships, strategic partnerships, coworker relationships. So if you look for what would be the qualities of somebody that is a dreamer, well, they probably illustrate some, I don't know, living big type of life, right? Like you see them living out life a little differently. Like they're doing big things. It's not just doing the same thing all the time. Like they're taking action and doing bigger things. So you might think about, like, who do you know that's doing that? Who do you admire for the efforts that you've seen them do? And really be selective with the core people that you're spending time with, particularly in this like concentrated effort of, I want to be a bigger thinker and dreamer. Who do I need to be around? And what does that look like? That could be, I have a conversation once a month with at least one person. It's a one-on-one conversation where it's like mentoring or peer mentoring to help me elevate and help them elevate. But it's all about, like, the reason we come together is because we think big. And I think, an opportunity here is that when you find those people, when you're selective about the people that you're allowing in your life, particularly for this effort of, some of the people in my life in this one category are big thinkers and they're dreamers. Now, what do you do together that creates impact or meaning, like meaningful experiences together? And so that could look like, you know, twice a year, I bring a group of people that are the biggest thinkers together, and we have a great meal and we break bread and we talk real and we challenge each other and provide resources. And it's really this small community that we've built to share in the experience together. I think that there are some people in our lives. I have a dear friend that I met through business, and then we became very good friends over the years. And both of us found out we love to travel. And so we have put bucket list travel on our radar. For one, was going to Greece and seeing the picturesque Santorini. And oh my gosh, that was so amazing. And we've done Africa, an African safari together, and seen the craziest, most amazing animals in their environment. But it is one of my friends in my life that we dream and go do together. And so that's a co-created experience. You think about, it's one to have like peer mentoring relationships, be surrounded with people that help you think bigger. And then it's like, how do we have shared experiences? There's certain people in your life that you probably won't travel with, and then there's others that you would. And it might just be this one person that's like your bucket list travel person, aside from maybe your spouse. So creating meaningful experiences with others that, we dream with, like bucket list travel, I would encourage you to do that. And, the other thing that I think about in this, surrounding ourselves with dreamers is, once we've identified, hey, I think that might be one of those people that I want to spend more time with, the best thing that you can do from the very beginning is go ask that person a lot of questions to understand them, understand their why, like what makes them tick, what gets them fired up, and go pay it forward to do whatever you can to help that person win. I believe so much in the pay it forward concept of living life. And honestly, like, I have this funny thing in me, or maybe it's a great thing, I don't know, that I'm like, I can't ask for anything until I have given. Like, I just want to give and show that, like, I'm not just in this for me. I want to be a selfless person. I want to be an abundant person. I want to help other people. And I believe the more that I put impact and deposits into other people's lives, it's going to come back. And so the pay it forward game applies really in every area of my life, even examples of, like, having a new neighbor, and I want to have a great relationship with my new neighbor. What can I do to just add a deposit to this new neighbor and start off on the right foot with them and tell them that I care, that they're my neighbor? Or say that a new hire, a new team member was going to potentially be joining my team. I want to understand them before they ever even get hired. I want to know how I can be making a deposit into their life, giving them this resource. Hey, I've got a credit for this. I'd love for you to take it, like the strengths, Gallup Clifton strengths assessment. Man, that's a life changer no matter what. Yes, it'll be a win for me to understand your strengths if we're going to work together, but I'd love to pay it forward because I know you're on a journey to find your next best career, right? So pay it forward is just simply the way of activating those most wanted relationships from a great place from the very beginning. And then, the final thing that I'm thinking about here is helping people elevate just as a best practice of like who you are as a dreamer. We're thinking big, wanting to do more. Not that we can't be content at the same time. I've always struggled with that. I'm like, I am content. I love my home. I love my husband, my family. There's so much, my work, but do I want to find the next level? Do I want to level up and do more than what I'm doing now? Absolutely, I do. And so I want to help other people do that. And on this surrounding ourselves with dreamers, those people are always going to be appreciative when we help to elevate them, and we look for the same from them for us. And so are you you ever heard that quote? Are you a leaner or a lifter? I don't even remember where that came from, but are we lifting and elevating? Are we taking from and leaning on? And so I encourage you that when you do this little reflection exercise, that's all about surrounding yourself with the dreamers, the people that you want, where you want to be. You want to be around more people like that, because the ripple effect around surrounding ourselves with greatness is we become greater. And the opposite is so true. When you're around people that complain and gossip all the time, even if you're not a complainer gossiper, it starts to rub off. So we want to identify and focus on who those people are, get clear and be selective about what that type of person looks like, so you can like laser focus your time on finding them and then creating meaningful experiences together where you are paying it forward from the beginning. And then it's a constant effort to pay it forward and win-win, and helping them to elevate. And they're going to do the same for you. But you be the catalyst. So go create an amazing sphere of influence around you, big dreamers, and just watch how life changes. Be pretty incredible. We'll see you next time. Keep dreaming. Thanks for tuning into Working Forward. If you like what you hear, please share it with others and make sure you're following the show to not miss an episode. We are available anywhere you get your audio. See you next time.